A very productive day at the office for Adam Peterson, the Washington Commanders. Re-signed a backup quarterback. That was very important. Signed new free agents. We'll talk about it and we'll grade the first 3 days of free agency here on the channel. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I know I'm here on a late night, but this was the best time for me to go live for y'all tonight. So hope you guys can pull up and enjoy. For the intro. Going on, shot, man. Welcome back to Peterson Commands. No, I don't know. Process was never with your boy Gotti Tech back with another video. If I get to an AGTJ, glory to the Lord. Without the Lord, I'll never return. I hope the Lord's open doors and pay with all people in Jesus Almighty. Today's video, I'm here at the Washington Commanders. So let's get to wrap up the Washington Commanders, shall we? Got a few things to discuss tonight, and I'm not gonna waste too much of your time. We're going to get right into the festivities. Before I get too far into it, however, we put the word first on this channel. So let's go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started. This verse of the day will be as follows. I gotta give y'all the verse of the day already, but I'll give y'all another one real quick. Let's go right here. So Hebrews 4:15-16 says as follows: For we do not have a high priest who is able to empathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, but yet he did not sin. Let us then approach God's throne with grace and confidence, so we may receive mercy and grace to help us in our time of need. That is the verse of the day. So go ahead and read that and read the rest of the chapter and get your get your study on. Let's get right into it. So we have 3 new commanders, and we have a re-signing. So we'll talk about the re-signing first. You guys already kind of know who the re-signing is, and that is Marcus Mariota. So Marcus Mariota was re-signed today, 1 year, $8 million. Welcome back, Marcus. I'm happy that he's back. He played extremely well in the very kind of, I'm saying not short time, but in the times we needed him most, he played his best. He was extremely phenomenal this year, or this past season for the Commanders. In his short time playing. In 2 games, in a game he had to fill in for Jaden versus the Panthers, he was phenomenal. He filled in very well in the second half versus the Cowboys in Week 18. I know he filled in another time, I think. It wasn't for a full game. Was it the Titans game he came in? Was that Titans game? No, it was the Panthers game. Yeah, the Panthers game, yeah. Yeah, he played very well last year. I like what I saw from him, and I was very impressed. I'm glad he's back. Pretty solid backup quarterback. Probably one of the best backups in the football, just because he comes in and gives immediate offense, and he's just really solid. I love we brought back Marcus, man. I'm happy he's back, and I hope he continues to go ahead and play well. Hey, Santiago, welcome, brother. Hope you're doing well. I've not heard from you in a while. Pro-Techians Unite. Yes, we are the Pro-Techians on this channel. PSN Commanders family, whatever you want to call us as a family on this channel. I appreciate Santiago for stopping in. It's good to see you, brother. Shout out to your nephew for getting signed a 3-year, $21 million deal with the Panthers, I believe, right? Shout out to Bobby Brown the third, man. I'm happy for you, brother. I wish you was a commander, but I'm glad you're prospering your career in Jesus' name. You hear me? But Marcus Mariota, good re-signing here. $8 million was a little steep for a backup, but I'm not mad at that. It is what it is. But he's very solid, and I love that he's back. He'll continue to mentor Jaden too, so I think that's also huge. Now, the next guy I want to talk about is a guy that did not catch an interception last year at the cornerback position, but is a guy who has played very well in this league during his time in the NFL. That's former Patriots corner Jonathan Jones. Played his entire career in the National Football League with the New England Patriots. 5'9", 185 pounds of shorter, on the shorter side. Similar to Mikey Sammer still. So I don't know where we're putting this young man at. Well, this 34-year-old man, around the same age as myself. A little younger than me, actually. I turned 32 in a month and a half, and he turns 32 right after 32 after Terry turns 30. So, yeah, shout out to Jonathan Jones here. Played college ball at Auburn, been in the league 8 years, I think. Not an old man, though. We're not going to hit the old man button. Got to be older than me. We're not going to hit no old man button on people. That's not cool. That's disrespectful. We're not going to do it around here on this channel. I love some YNs, but we can't give what we all ask for. So, solid NFL career. 11 interceptions. Stays relatively healthy for the most part. Like he had an injury here because he only played 6 games that year, but overall has played 16 plus games most of his career. He played 17 last year, started 14. So nice experienced corner here. Was drafted in 2016. I don't know what round he was drafted in, but he was drafted in 2016. Didn't say what year, when. Okay, yeah, don't say which round he was drafted in. But yeah, he was drafted in 2016. One defensive touchdown in his career. 11 career interceptions. He had 4 in 2022. He has not got an interception since. So I find that very interesting. But very solid corner. Multiple seasons with more than 5 plus pass deflections. He had 11 in 2022 along with the 4 picks. That's probably his best season of his career, as I can see here. He had a 3 interception season in 2018 as well. So he does have some skills to catch interceptions. He has some ball skills, pause. He's not caught an interception in 2 years, though. I find that very, very intriguing. He does have 13 PBUs in the last 2 years. 2 forced fumbles last year. He had 3 in 2022. So ball production's there. Solid tackler as well. Solid tackler. Has not gotten a TFL in 6 years. I find also interesting. What the hell? That's like very interesting. Like his stat line is very interesting. Like I don't know what the hell is going on over here. This is weird. Oh, this is sort of weird. I can't lie to you. This is weird. But the film shows he's a solid football player too. So I'm not going to complain about this one. Heck of a signing here. At worst, he is the 4th corner off the bench. At best, he's a really good starter. So it's a kind of a pendulum with him, but at bare minimum, he's going to be a solid starter, I think. At absolute worst case scenario, he's your first guy off the bench. This is telling me they're not going to sign Noah Ibenagami back. I don't know, but that might not be a good sign. What's Noah's height and weight? I think he's 6 feet. My fault, y'all. Woo! What? Tired as heck. 5'11", 196. So yeah, he's relatively a shorter corner too. So I don't know. It's really interesting. 5'9", 185. This is interesting. I like Jonathan Jones though. We had rumors that we were going to trade for him at the deadline. So This doesn't surprise me. We signed him. It's 1 year, $5.5 million, by the way, with incentives that get you to 6.5. So he didn't call the interception in 2 years though. That's a little weird, but he's a solid coverage guy though. So helps you back end. And he's kind of one of those like feisty guys who put hands on people at the line of scrimmage, but he's very careful with it. He's not saying juice that's just too handsy. So I like that a lot as well. Former Patriot here and Jonathan Jones. I find it also very interesting that we signed him. And I just like the fact that we are taking chances on guys, but we're not like ODing just doing anything. Like we're not just doing the most random foolishness in the world. We're not just out here just doing absolute foolishness. But we're also being very careful. How do you spell this dude's name, bro? Deatrich YT Channel. So it's another guy, another long-term Patriot here. Has signed a 1-year deal with the Washington Commanders. I think Adam Peters does have some ties to them too. Because he was in New England for a little while, but I don't know. I think it might not have been the same time. But nonetheless, another former Patriot here in Deatrich Wise Jr. Let's talk about him real quick. Solid numbers. The numbers are solid. I admit that. Appreciate it, bro. You can get Trey Harris in the draft. We'll be rolling. I would not mind Trey Harris. I like him. I've seen some my nephew got pretty good 20 up 20. Yep. Yes, sir. I'm happy to hear that, brother. Yeah. Justin Simmons, I'm talking about him in a little bit, but he's interesting too. But one of these signings is kind of one that kind of bring it close to home for me. So I want to talk about that one last because that guy is a guy. I don't know the guy personally. I would say that, but he went to the same high school I did. I watched him play football for Fisher Collegiate. Not this guy, but Eddie Goldman. I'll talk about him in a little bit. But I go to Deatrich Ross Jr. He's from the area, Suffolk, Virginia, so not too far from here. 30 years of age, probably turn 31 pretty soon. So a little on the older side, but not old, but he's a seasoned veteran here. 5 sacks last year. Not bad. Dorrance Armstrong-like numbers. 34 sacks for his career, 5 forced fumbles. Also interesting. Won a Super Bowl champion. There's another thing I'm peeping about these guys. These guys have won before. They're bringing guys who have won a championship. Know what it takes to win a championship. So they brought back Zach Ertz. So I brought back Bobby Wagner. This team is in win now mode. So I'm asking for YNs and people like no YNs, no young ninjas around here. Them young ninjas don't know how to win nothing. I need some seasoned vets who's won a championship before and know what the hell going on and how to win one. Okay, all right, AP, you got me, bro. Sorry, I knew your game, but I didn't know you was on this. So cool. Say no more. So let's look at Deatrich Wise Jr. stats real quick. So why you talk interception? Where's the tackle? So 29 tackles last year, 16 solo, 5 TFLs, 8 quarterback hits. Year before that, he had 22 solo, 54 combined, 3 TFLs, 4.5 sacks, 7.5 sacks 3 years ago, 59, 33 solo, and then 7 TFLs. So he's a solid production guy. His career high is 7.5 sacks. I think he's another guy that can get some pressure on the quarterback, but also a really good run defender. He's going to beef up the line. He plays defensive end, so he's going to set the edge in the run game. He's like a upgraded Clean Farrell. That's how I look at Deatrich Wise Jr., an upgraded version of Clean Farrell. So that's how I look at this signing. It's 1 year for $5 million max. So solid move. I don't hate this one at all. I really love this one though. It's a little biased, but yeah. You mean guideline, much love. Well, yeah, I know, little bro. I mean, I know, big bro. I appreciate you, man. Much love. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the super chats, bro. It means so much, man. 4.99 from Santiago and 1.99, bro. I love you for that, man. I appreciate that, bro. I love you in general, man. I appreciate everything you do. Keep grinding though, bro. I don't stop grinding for me though, fam. You know what I'm saying? But put the Lord first though. Don't let your relationship with Jesus be compromised because of a job. You know what I'm saying? Keep the Lord first. But yeah, let's get back to the guy I want to talk about most. And AP got killed for this one on Twitter, man. I don't know why, bro. Like, I'm a little biased here too. He went to high school. He went to high school with me at collegiate. And I said I didn't really know him personally. If I want to keep it a being with you, but I watched him play ball at high school. I watched him play in college. Watch him with the Bears. I didn't watch him with the Falcons, so keep that in mind. I did not watch him play with the Falcons, but I did watch him play with the Bears. And this is a guy that he's a really solid football player. He's had a really solid career in the NFL. He retired, unretired, and got back into football recently. So, welcome back, Eddie. This one's kind of near dear to my heart, man. He's the first guy from our high school to get drafted in the league, and it's someone that I respect. I respect this game. I respect his work ethic, and I think he's a guy that coming back home to the DMV area, come back home to DC. I think he's going to show out, bro. I think he'll be great depth for this team. I really think he's going to go out there and be great in run fits. He'll bring a little pressure to the quarterback, but he's definitely a much better run defender than a rushing the passer type of guy. But he's a great run defender, and I think that's huge. So let's look what he's done so far in the league. Like I said, he doesn't have the big sack numbers. Like that's not him. So he retired for 2 years. He opted out for the 19 thing. Can't say the word on here. You get spanked. I'm not giving my channel clap, respectfully, no cap. So he's been out the league throughout the last 4 years. So people are like, oh, who's this dude? Like, this dude ain't good. Hold on, shut your mouth. Also, with him being out of the league 3 years, he doesn't have 3 years on his body with wear and tear. He's a fresh 31-year-old. He's not just a 31-year-old that's been in the league getting beat up and getting drained of his energy and all that and getting spanked. He's a relatively fresh 30-year-old guy here. So, came in the league in 2015. Played 15 games, started 12. 4.5 sacks, 22 combined tackles, 16 solo, 6 assisted tackles, 6 QB hits and 5 TFLs, and 4.5 sacks. Next year, 2 less sacks, 2.5, 6 less tackles, 4 less tackles, 4 less solo ones, 6 assists though still, and 2 TFLs. Let's say he's not really a sack guy. This is not who Eddie Goldman is. He's a space eater who will get some pressure on the quarterback, but more importantly, he's a good run defender. I mean, excellent run defender. This is huge. I have to understand this. This is for depth. This is not for him to start. So keep that in mind as well. So y'all need to shut up and chill the hell out. Okay? Because some command fans be pissing me off. Who do? All who do this? You're not even from the city, bro. That's why you don't know, gang. But 1.5 sacks here, 3 sacks the next year. He does get some pressure on the quarterback. 4 combined tackles, 0.7 solo. That's back in 2018. Played 2019. 15 games played. He's basically been a nose tackle, so mostly a 1 technique. But he'll be playing more of a 3 technique here. So I think he's a good fit when they bring Herman Jerzon in the game. I think that would be a nice fit. Because Jerzon's more your pass rushing, uh, nimble, athletic type of defensive lineman. And Eddie's more your rough nose, throw you around, get disrespectful, uh, toss dudes out the way type of guy. So they will mesh with each other very well. I think even when he comes in for Jerzon and he plays with Deron Payne, I think also that'll be another good combination as well. He's gonna get a lot of playing time and he's gonna play well. I love this. And I'm happy for Eddie. I'm honestly very happy for Eddie. I might have DM on the gram and see if I can get an interview with him or something. It'd be good to chop it up with him. He's seeing a real cool cat, man. From afar, like I said, I don't really know him personally. He ain't like my homie, or nothing like that. But I watch him from afar, and I respect his game, and I'm glad he's here. I really am. I think he's been a really solid addition to this team, and you'll see. You ain't from the city, man. I don't understand, gang. I don't know. So pre-sacks in 2018, a sack in 2019. He was out with the 19 thing. Played in 2020, played 14 games, had half a sack. He had one TFL, so a slower year for him that year. Was out the league last 2 years. Played last year with the Falcons. Played 17 games, started in 10. Uh, one sack, 16, 7 solo. So he's been out the league 2 years. So given that, I'm not going to attack him for last year. Excuse me, sorry. He's played 7 years in the league. Let's say he was out 3 years with the 19 thing. Given he was retired for 2 years, he hung him up. Was probably doing everything like businesses, stuff like that. Kind of just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Living his life. I'm sure he invested his money in the right place. So he didn't have to play football again if he didn't want to. So he decided to come back, and I'm glad he's back, and I'm wishing him well in Washington. He's a great fit, I think, here. Great depth. I think he'll play better than guys like Fedarian Mathis did. I don't think they're done defensive tackle either. I think they're going to bring back a guy like Sheldon Day as well. So, like I said, this is not an average 30-year-old nose tackle or defensive tackle here. He's definitely more of a fresher 30-year-old. Actually, he's been out the lead the last 4 years before this year. So, probably wasn't in the greatest shape of his life either. And probably wasn't as sharp as he was when you're out the league 3 out of 4 years. You're not going to be as sharp as you were when you're constantly playing, right? I think this next year coming off the retirement, I think he's going to look a lot better the second year out of retirement than the first year. So I'm excited to see how this goes for Eddie Goldman, man. Welcome to DC, bro, and welcome back home. Welcome back home, my guy. Welcome back home. Hit the like button. For sure, hit the like button. I wonder what's up. It's an upgraded Cleveland Farrell. Cleveland Farrell was a guy we signed last year on a 1-year deal that plays very similarly to Deatrich Wise Jr. But I think Deatrich Wise is better at what Cleveland what Cleve brought to the table than Cleve was last year. So just look at Cleveland Farrell, but an upgraded version that can bring more pressure on the quarterback, but also could set the edge of the run game. So just look at it like that, and you'll understand what Adam is doing here. When I said Eddie Goldman, great defensive line depth in the interior. I think he'll bring like 25 to 30 tackles for 17 games. I'm gonna say a sack and a half, 2 sacks, and I think he'll have like about 3 or 4 TFLs. I'll be my prediction for what Eddie Goldman will bring to the table this year, and I look forward to seeing him at games. Bro. I'm hopefully might see him at a game, warming up or whatever. Dap him up, chop it up with him or something. That'd be dope. Yeah, man, I wish bro well. I'm glad he's back home in DC. I think he'll be motivated this time, this come around this year. He can play from his family, things like that. As a football player, when you play in front of your people you care about, that eggs you up a little bit. Especially if you're at home, playing a home game, turns you up a little bit. So I think it's gonna be a great fit. I think Deatrich Wise Jr. is gonna be a good fit. The best fit out of all these is Jonathan Jones. I know he's a little shorter side, and a lot of people want taller corners. I get it, but he could teach Mikey a couple things. He's been in the league a little while. And I think he can play outside and inside, so that'll be huge as well with that versatility. I'm still not done with this cornerback room though, but I like where they're going with it. Maybe another true outside corner off the bench would be nice. If I think bring back Noah Igbenogany will finish up the room. They can bring back Noah I, that'd be great. And then they can get another guy that can play purely outside off the bench. That's not Michael Davis. That'd be great. So I'm gonna talk about this in much more deep detail with our departures, but these are the guys that are left our team so far in free agency. Well, actually, I'll talk about all of them in another video. But Benjamin St. Juste is no longer a commander. Of course, he was a free agent, so he was able to go where he chose. We got a contract out, and he signed with the Chargers for 1 year. I wish Ben nothing but the best, but Benjamin St. Juste sucks. I didn't want him back. I'm happy he's gone. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful. He's just not good, and I'm just good where I'm at with bro. I'm just good where I'm at with bro. I wish him nothing but the best. I think he will. I pray he prospers in LA. I'm just good. I'm just good where the hell I'm at, bro. Bro, not good enough. I'm straight. No disrespect. I'm just straight, gang. I'm gonna keep it being with you. I just don't think he's any good. I think he will continue not to be any good. I'm just keeping a whole being with you on fourth grade. He's just not good enough. It's no cap. He's not good enough, my boy. I'm sorry. Dead homie, she's just saying he's just not good, gang. I'm gonna keep it a whole being with you. I just think he sucks. I think he just sucks. It's not good. It's not good. Was the main party for the first round pick? I don't know yet because we're not done, right? We're not done with free agency. If I would take a guess, is best player available. I don't think I'm going to target a specific position. It's just whoever's the best on the board. Unless like left tackle, quarterback, of course. It's something obvious. Like you won't be looking for a wide receiver 1 at 29. You're not looking for a quarterback. You're not looking for a left tackle. You're not looking for a cornerback 1, I wouldn't think. But if corner's best player on the board, maybe might move Marshawn Lambo over, and you can move Mikey Sam still inside, and you got Jonathan Jones your first corner off the bench. You got different options. If it's tight end, like if Colson Loveland's sitting there, you never know. I think it's best player available at the pick that is at their whoever's there at 29. That's the best player available. It's not quarterback. If it's not left tackle, if it's not wide receiver 1. I think everything else is on the table. Maybe. I would say also the interior defensive line would be an option either. So if it's edge rusher, if it's corner, if it's safety, all those are in play. If it's wide receiver 2, that's in play. If it's a tight end, another athletic tight end that Zach Ertz can teach for when, his time is up next year. I think he's going to hang him up after this year. Also could be a thing. I would say tight ends off the board probably too, but I really believe if Colson Loveland's there, I don't think you pass, right? So that's like a special case. So I would say tight ends highly unlikely too. You put tight end on a highly unlikely list. But the no's are left tackle, wide receiver 1, quarterback. Not happening. Tight end, I'm going to say heavily unlikely. So highly unlikely for a tight end, and those other 3 positions are no. Everything else on the table. I mean, right guard. Yeah, Sam Cosmi, not on the table. But everything else, including running back, I'm talking about you, Brian Robinson Jr., everything else is on the table, I think. But you never know. Yeah. Maybe. It depends how they feel about Jordan McGee. I will also say highly unlikely on linebacker too. If it's Jahad Campbell, though, that's an exception to the rule. I said if the player's that good you won't pass, right? And that's any position. Like you're smart about it. If it's it's not quarterback or left tackle, wide receiver one or cornerback one, then I think everything else is on the table that includes linebacker. Yes, well maybe linebacker Jahad Campbell's there. I think that's something they should look at. Even Josh Carnley Jr. Like you might be looking to move him to right tackle because he won't be a left tackle on this team. Laramie Tunsil's here now, so that won't be happening. But yeah, and I also train out the first round completely. Or moving down to pick 32 with the Eagles or something. Anything is on the table, y'all. A lot of things could be on the table here. The Chiefs could be like, oh man, Colson Loveland's here at 29. Commanders, you taking Colson Loveland? We be like, we want Jahad Campbell, so we can move a couple picks. You can get a third round pick. Okay, I'll go down a couple picks then. You know what I'm saying? I'll go down a couple picks. Give me a third round pick. I'll go ahead and do that for you. We good to go over here on these streets. You know what I'm saying? Or give me a fourth rounder. I move down a couple picks and we'll figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I get Jahad Campbell, you get your guy. We all happy campers, no freaking campfire. Who gives a crap? So it just depends how the board shakes and best player available. I really believe that. I believe everything's on the table besides right guard, left tackle, quarterback, of course. Obviously, wide receiver one, cornerback one, and I would definitely probably rule out tight end. So those 6 positions, I'm probably going to rule out. But edge rusher, linebacker, interior defensive line, edge rusher, linebacker, safety, maybe cornerback 2, wide receiver 2 for sure. Even a left guard is also on the table. So it all really depends on how things shake out. I can't really give you a full-blown answer how it would go, but that's probably what I'm leaning towards right now today on March 13th of 2025. That's it. Overall, solid day. I would give this day a B-. I would love to see a wide receiver 2 being picked up. Maybe Stephon Diggs. I know a lot of people don't like SD, but SD's from the area. I do like SD. I'm actually an SD fan. Don't think it's going to cost you a ton of money either, but we are at like $44 million in cap space. I don't know what these cap hits are going to do to our cap, but these aren't expensive deals, except for Marcus Mariota. It's a little steep for a franchise, for a backup quarterback. When you already have a franchise guy, but he's just so essential. Like you gotta have a guy like Marcus Mariota backing up Jaden Daniels. Just you never know. He's kind of a thin guy, kind of slender. Those guys can possibly get hurt at this level. So he had the rib injury. So we just gotta be careful when I think and being safe and sorry. Marcus Mariota is a great insurance policy. He played extremely well last year. He was phenomenal. He was phenomenal in that Panthers game. He put belt ass on them boys. And then he was fantastic in that second half versus the Cowboys. Like, golly, he was out there just slinging that pail, boy, just slinging the pigskin, just destroying people. Then when he ran and Malik Hooker did the left hand up and he said, ha, left hand up. Yeah, you got right. Who are we? The Commanders. Then he said, Terry, ball game. I'm like, oh, yeah, Terry. It was beautiful. He broke the record in style to end the regular season. Take me back to the season. Oh, my gosh. That was fun, wasn't it? That was very fun. I enjoyed every single second of that crap. I enjoyed every single second of last football season. Even the losses, they were tough losses, but we didn't get blown out until the NFC Championship game. Besides week 1. Week 1 was kind of tough to watch, but even that game was kind of tight for a half. So this game was tight for 3 quarters until the Eagles start pouring it on and just dismantled us and banished us to the shadow realm. That was bad, but we don't want to talk about it anymore, right? Let's get back to other things. So, how do I feel about let's talk about the departure of. I talked about St. Juice already. I don't have to talk about him anywhere. Just something. He sucks. So, but I don't think we had any major losses in free agency. I know we lost a few players. De'Ami Brown. Uh, Jeremy Chin was definitely a tough loss. I like Will Harris though, and shout out to Rio. He called him Diet Chin. The hell, Real Robinson is crazy, man. He called that man Diet Chin, bro. That was absolutely hysterical, by the way. He's funny as hell for that. Hilarious. That man's a freaking fool. That was funny as hell, by the way. But yeah, St. Jude signed with the Chargers. I'm happy for him. He's a Charger now. Thank the Lord. He is not on the Commanders no more. That is a beautiful thing to see. So let's get a quick recap of everything we've done so far, and we'll talk about how significant everything is. Let's start with the losses because I'm gonna talk about this. I'm not gonna talk how significant they are, but I'm gonna just list the losses and we'll talk about that in a later video and how I feel about these losses and what's next. Right? De'Ami Brown 1 year for $10 million. Yeah, they overpaid. I think in my eyes. This one's gonna sting a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Cornelius Lucas going to the Browns. That's gonna sting. Cornelius Lucas is one of the best swing tackles in football. That's going to stink. Marquette Walker, very solid special teamer. He left for the Cardinals for a 1-year deal. Jonathan Allen, we did release him, so that wasn't really a loss to me because we already cut him. And so it is what it is. She's going to sign with another team. Vikings free for 60. God, they kid out that bread for John, boy. Chargers signed Benjamin St. Juice for a 1-year deal. And then Derek Forrest was signed to the Buffalo Bills today for 1 year as well. And Jeremy Chin signed with the Raiders. That one's going to sting. The ones that are going to sting for me, De'Ami Brown semi-stings. We're going to miss his speed on offense. Unless we replace him with more speed, which I think we will in the draft, or got guys in free agency who are pretty fast. They're still left on the block, so got some guys still available. We're still on the board that can bring you some speed. Not maybe at De'Ami's level, but not too far off, right? So yeah, that's going to sting a little bit. A semi sting there. Cornelius Lucas and Jeremy Chin are going to sting. Jonathan Allen, we've already replaced him with multiple guys. I'm fine with Jonathan Allen walking. And Washington Commanders letting him go. Not mad at that one. Jeremy Chin's going to sting, Cornelius Lucas is going to sting, and De'Ami Brown sting just a tiny bit, but because of his speed. We retain these guys. We retain Marcus Mariota. We retain Chris Rodriguez. We retain Jeremy Nichols. Zach Ertz, 1 year, $6.25 million. John Bates, 3 years, 21. That's an overpay. That pissed me off. That was the one move. Not the move, but the money. Pissed me off. I'm sorry. I don't like playing blocking tight ends a lot of money. That pisses me off. You're gonna call 8 freaking passes. Bobby Wagner, 1 year, $9 million. Kevin Seymour for 1 year. Trust Wade, 2.87. And then Bobby Gonzalez for a veteran minimum. In the games that we did have via trade is Deebo Samuel and Larry Tunzel. Javon Kinlaw, 3 years, 45. Eddie Goldman, 1 year. Don't know the specifics on that deal yet for the FCA alum and Washington, D.C. native. And then Jonathan Jones, 1 year, 6.5. And Will Harris, 2 for 8. We know that is separated by $3 and $5 million a piece. So $3 million this year, $5 million in 2026. With an out after 2025, he doesn't play well. You save $4 million and only take $1 million in dead cap. So keep that in mind as well. Jonathan Jones, 1.1 for 6.5. One of it is incentive based, so it's more like 5.5 for extra $1 million in incentives. So keep that in mind as well. Solid offseason, man. I'm not going to attack these guys. Do I think it could have been a little better so far? Yes. I don't think they're done yet. So I think what they're waiting for now, I'm gonna say what's next. Well, I'm gonna predict what's next here. If I get out of here. The next thing is the Terry McLaurin extension. How that's gonna look. What's the structure of that deal? How much does it lower his cap hit this year? How much are going to front it to him with an owner signing bonus? How much the money is Josh Harris going to kick out to Terry for a signing bonus where he comes out of pocket for it to lower his cap numbers? You know what I mean? Those are questions we have to ask ourselves. The next thing is, are the Commanders going to exercise Debo Samuel's bonus option, which will lower his cap hit to $5.3 million this year, but it will accrue $12.3 million in dead money in 2026. I think they have until March 21st to figure that out. So you got 8 days to figure that out. Got the Terry McLaurin extension that can free up space. We got other guys who can get released. Got guys like Andrew Wiley. How do they feel about Andrew Wiley, right? I feel about some of these other guys are getting less money, but you could free up a couple $1 million here and there with some cuts, stuff like that, to kind of free up some more money for a guy you might like. How are they going to put void years on Marcus Mariota's contract? A lot of questions, very little answers, right? So, but are they going to restructure Deron Payne's contract? These are things that you have to ask yourself before you say what's really, really next. I do believe we're going to look at the free agency list real quick, on the free agent list, and who's available. And I'll give some guys I think we're going to keep our eye on the next couple of weeks, and we'll see if we sign them. I think we're going to be bargain shopping now, so let's keep that in mind too. Don't expect no big OD deal. I thought a guy like Westbrook, Nick Westbrook and Akine was a guy I thought we were going to sign for low money, but the Dolphins beat us to it. Whatever it is, what it is. But we'll look at available guys real quick, and then we will go ahead and let's go ahead and look real quick, shall we? There's a lot of guys still available. Aaron Rodgers is available. Now, if I talk about higher price free agents, it's a couple. And they're all at the wide receiver position that I'm going to keep my keen eye on. One is this guy. Darn it. Where's my freaking what's face? It's a guy I'll keep my eye on. Cooper Kupp. If we sign any more high price guys, it will be him. It will be him. It would be him. It would be him. So let's see what they do. Wow. They ate up a lot of dead cap to do that. Lord have mercy. God dang. What the hell? They might have made it a post June 1st cut though, to save more money. Okay. So designation a post June 1st release. So if it is a post June 1st release, we're looking at $14 in dead cap. Okay, so they save $15 million this year. Okay. But they don't get the savings for June 1st. Okay. So he's gonna get paid by the Rams regardless. So he might not ask for a lot of money. This is gonna be interesting here. I'm gonna keep my eye on Cooper Kupp. Glass of Cooper Kupp. I want to keep our eyes on old fool Aaron Rodgers. That old fool ain't coming here. We're good on that. Keenan's another guy I'll keep my eye on for lower amount of money. He shouldn't get nothing too crazy, I don't think. The longer he's out here. Oh wow, his birthday is the day before mine. Shout out to Keenan out. Shout out to Keenan, man. This should be lower as time gets along. So if he's here a little longer, expect that number to be a little lower than that. Probably around the $8-9 million range. I think it's cool to sign Keenan Allen for. Um. Whoa. Time the hell out. When did Marcus Williams get cut? Time out. Hold on now. What? Marcus Williams got cut? When the hell that happened? When did that happen? What the hell? Hold on now. Not. Hold up. Hold the heck up. Hold up. This happened today? Oh, shoot. What the hell? Hell is this? Hell going on here? So what they say? They don't save anything. What the hell they cutting him for then? He must have been terrible. I don't know what the hell happened with this. He must have been dog water because you only saved $2 million by cutting him. He didn't play a lot last year at all. He only played 53% of the snap. Oh, wow. He must have struggled last year. Okay. He's a guy I'll keep my eye on, though. He's interesting, though. I think he's only 20 years old. That's actually kind of cool, too. He's kind of, he's not a YN, but he's not old. So, interesting. I didn't know they cut him. Let's keep looking around here. Now, this is a guy I've heard a lot about this name. We'll talk about this tomorrow, very early tomorrow. I'll try to make that my first upload tomorrow, so you guys can talk about that. But yeah, that's that. Free agent here, Justin Simmons. He said the commands were interesting. He might want to play for us, so keep this guy in mind too. He's 31 years of age. Didn't have the best year last year, but he had a decent year. Wasn't terrible by any stretch. Did Elijah Moore get signed yet? That's what I'm looking at. Look at wide receiver specifically. Let's look at wide receiver real quick. Let's look here. Elijah Moore is still available. This is the guy I want, personally. Give me a YN. Same birthday as Keenan Allen. And one day before mine. So, April, baby. Let's get it done, man. Let's get it done for bro. Shout out to bro. Yeah, I would love to get a guy like this. 25 years of age. Solid NFL career. Hasn't had a quarterback yet worth a darn. I would love to get this guy. So this is a guy I got my eye on. Elijah Moore was the other guys I've kind of named already at wide receiver. I'm going to talk about defensive end. I don't think we're done here yet either. So keep in mind, Sean who stood out here. DeMarcus Walker, I'm probably good on. Brandon Graham needs to hang it the hell up. I don't know why he's on this darn list. He's old as hell. Dante Fowler Jr. is another guy to keep my eye on. We might retain him. As time gets further along, he doesn't get a contract. I think his contract value gets slower. It won't be this low though. I think it'll be a little higher than this. But Dante Fowler Jr. I know he had the whole Twitter rant and cried like a little baby and all that foolishness. But it's a guy I'll keep my eye on here at defensive end. If we did bring him back, he did have 10.5 sacks last year. So that's another guy I would definitely be keeping my keen eye on. Jalen Holmes for DAP. No surprises there. If he is brought back, it doesn't cost anything. I'm going to get the corner position now. I'm going to probably wrap up the stream here. Kind of good on guard. Look at linebacker real quick too. Why not? Shoot. Von Miller's old as hell. Hell no. Matthew Judon's old as hell. Press Smith old as hell. So Derek got some football up there. Gotta keep my eye on. Isaiah Simmons is another guy I will be keeping a keen eye on. I think he's another guy. Kaiser Whitefinch just signed with somebody. I don't know who that. Yeah, no, he's still out there. Good on Shaq Thompson. Joshua Uche, another guy I'll keep my eye on too. So Joshua Uche and I said Isaiah Simmons will be the guys I would keep my eye on. Let's see. corner. Good on Bradbury, he sucks. Jeff Okuda sucks. Kendall Fuller's another guy to keep my eye on too. Maybe for depth, maybe the first corner off the bench. He's also another guy to keep my eye on. And then also I said Noah Benogamy here at 25, another guy to keep my eye on. Something Samuel Jr. is another guy you might want to keep your eye on. And then Isaac Yadam as well. So those are guys I'm keeping my eye on at certain positions. And that will do it for tonight's live stream. Thank you guys for watching again. We appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And have a great one. And I love you guys. And catch y'all next one. So next time, peace, love, and blessings. Get some sleep. Love y'all. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I got 3 uploads for y'all. Well, 2 uploads and a live stream. So we'll do mock draft 1.0 tomorrow. So catch y'all then. Peace.